I don't pay attention to the world ending. It has ended for me several times and began again in the morning. That is a quote that has gotten me through at least 80% of my worst days. The other 20% is sheer willpower, and the complete 100% has taken immeasurable strength. I keep thinking that some of my more recent worst days are the worst days that I've endured. But then I look back on some of my other worst days, and I realize I have come out of so much worse. Victim. That is a word I have associated with myself for almost as long as I can remember. I have been made a victim so many times and have endured so much pain and wrongdoing that I had begun to think of myself as nothing more than that word, victim. Before my freshman year in high school, I joined marching band color guard. I was by no means any good, and it wasn't even all that fun. But on our trip to Michigan, while we were practicing with our flags, I kept messing up. The instructor was a little more on the cruel side, and she kept screaming at me. I'm not kidding or exaggerating. Literally screaming at me. I don't remember much of what she had said, but I had begun to cry. It was then that she said something that I will never forget. Stop being a victim. My first thought was, how? I spent so much of my life like this. Even now, 5 years later, I still think back to this, and I sometimes still think the same thing. How do I stop being a victim when it is practically rooted into the very core of my being? From the age of 4 to the age of 8, from the age of 12 to the age of 18. The years of being victimized outnumbered the good years. How was I supposed to stop being something that had been hammered into me for so long? I had completely forgotten that even though I was a victim, that did not mean that I was weak. In fact, it meant the exact opposite. I am so incredibly strong, and I'm baffled that I could even forget that. Yes, I may have been subjected to situations that made me feel so small and helpless and stripped me of parts of myself, but I had always found them again. I had always come back. I had always survived. So yes, maybe I am a victim, but I am so much more than that. I am a pillar of strength. I am a survivor. And that right there is enough to push me through all of the bad days that life still has left to throw at me, and into the happiness that I have fought so hard to earn. Right now, the years of being victimized outnumber the good years. But I have so many years left to live. Thanks for watching.